Would you describe who you are to somebody? For me, it's simple. It involves three things: a toy figure, a yearbook, and a chain. The first item is this toy figure. His name is Adrian Peterson. He's a professional football player. And for me, when I think football, it reminds me of my childhood. My childhood where I would be running all over the place, trying to catch a pass from my brother. I wasn't very good at the time, but I think my brother believed in me, which was pretty cool. Without him, I believe I would not be who I am today. So I'm grateful for him. Football allowed me to bond with my brother, and it gave us something to be passionate about. My brother was the one that introduced me to it, and I think that is something that I will always live with. Football has taught me many lessons. You see, football is a sport that requires great dedication and a great work ethic. It is a game of life, so every time I see that figure, it reminds me of, it reminds myself to put in the work each and every day to be successful. One cannot simply master the game of football in a day, and I think that translates to life. You can't do something, most of the time, you're not going to be able to accomplish something in a day. It takes time and effort over the course of, weeks, months, years. It's for me, it's trial and error, and I think that's what life is all about. Without football, I don't think I would have learned any of these lessons, so therefore, I don't think I'd be who I am today. It sounds kind of cliche, but for me, that's just how it is. It wasn't until high school until I actually played football, and that leads me into my next item, which is this yearbook, a collection of all my high school experiences and all the knowledge I think I've gained thus far. I'm a different person than I am 4 years ago. I have learned that it is not easy to be successful and it takes hard work. I also learned to let loose a little bit and don't really focus on the things I can't control. Having graduated high school, I gained lessons I plan on implementing in my daily life. Decision making is one of them. I learned that it's important to prioritize certain things over others, and that's just the way it is, because if you don't, you're not going to be as successful. Time management is another. I do not like to waste my time because I don't have too much time nowadays, so I try to be precise with what I do and when I do them. The yearbook serves as a reminder of a certain part of my life. The next item reminds me of why I do it. It's this chain. It's broken, but it's a chain my mother got me for Christmas. For me, family means a lot to me. When days aren't always so good, you always have. I know I will always have my family to count on. I always have their support, and I've always had their support. They're the reason I try to be better every single day. Because of them, I set high standards for myself, and I do not want to let them down. My brother and mother have been the most influential people I've had in my life. At the end of the day, I strive to make them proud, because they're basically all I know. I grew up with just two of them for like 2 years. So that bond between us is like pretty tight. I feel it's unique. I feel like my mother raised the both of us on her own at a certain point, and for me, that's like priceless. This chain also reminds me just to be a good person and have faith. I like to believe that things will always fall into place, and if it's meant to be, it'll just happen. I believe doing the right thing, the unselfish thing, is the best we can all do as humans. I am fortunate enough to understand who I am as a person and the values I stand for. With the help from these few items, I have been able to demonstrate what I am and just a little bit of my life. From the toy figure, the yearbook, and the chain, they all have meaning, and they all have a little bit of significance. They all have their own significance. For me, memorabilia is a great way to remember your roots and and remember that the simple things can have the greatest influence. Thank you.